Hello, my name is Charlotte Clark, and I am studying aquarium science and medical biology, and one day I hope to be an aquatic veterinarian. So today we will discuss the history of women in veterinary medicine. So where did veterinarians come from, and how did their practice start? The word veterinarian has etymologists in debate. Out of the options of where the word originated, I believe the Celtic one makes the most sense, with vea meaning cattle and terran meaning sick. I chose this origin because of what I read on how the practice came to be. When humans started to domesticate animals for food purposes, illness in cattle and herds started to become apparent. This is why Claude Bourget, a young lawyer that recently stopped practicing, decided to found the first veterinary school called Lyon Veterinary School in Lyon, France in 1761. Bourget became the director of all veterinary medicine in France after his school's major success. Was the official start to the practice of veterinary medicine. The United States was slow to catch up on the veterinary track because it was still pretty sparsely settled, and the owners of the animals would just take care of their own herd. That being said, almost 100 years went by before the first school of veterinary medicine opened up in the United States. This school was the Veterinary College of Philadelphia, which was founded in 1852. In the beginning, this profession was exclusive to men and was unheard of for women. Women were not even allowed to enter into veterinary school until 1919, almost 160 years after the first college opened. In 1919, the Sex Disqualification Act was passed, allowing women to enter the practice at an equal level as men. Even if women were supposed to be treated equal, colleges urged women to go into small animal specialties, as large animals were too dangerous. Dental surgeries on small animals were also recommended for women since performing open surgeries involving organs was unladylike. Schools warned women that wages could not be estimated yet since no women had gotten their degree and a job, and obviously it was not just assumed that women would make the same pay as men. To get into veterinary school, you had to pass 5 preliminary exams. The subject of these examinations were English, math, 2 tests in language selected from Latin, Greek, French, and German, and 1 subject test in either higher mathematics or higher sciences. Students had to be 21 or older to get accepted into veterinary college. Once accepted into the program, students had to carry out 5 years of schooling. These 5 years were carefully planned out, with basic sciences in the first year, physiology and histology in year 2, anatomy, pharmacology, and husbandry in year 3, pathology and parasitology in year 4, and veterinary medicine and surgery in year 5. After 5 hard years, the students would have to pass an intense and expensive examination to retain their doctorate. The first woman veterinarian was Susan Saugig, who got her doctorate in veterinary medicine in 1925. Years passed, and a few more women became veterinarians. After 38 years went by, only 5% of certified vets were women, and still, large vet care was considered too exerting for females. Today, women make up the vast majority of students in vet programs by making up 80% of the student body in the US and Canada. So, what changed? More women are thought to be applying due to the elimination of gender discrimination at the administration level, improvement of chemical restraint for large animals, an increase of influential women in the physically demanding practice, and the caring image that media puts on the vets. One theory I found interesting for why men application numbers are dropping is because of the trend effect. The trend effect is when more and more women enter the field and men find it less prestigious of a profession and decide not to apply. In my opinion, I think that they are just scared to be stood up, because they know that women are better at the profession than them. Luckily, this practice has gone through a dramatic feminization, and women hold a stable position within the practice. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned more about the history of women in veterinary medicine.